am Saket, second year resident of BHU. With me there is Dr. Ajit, who is holding the camera right now. So today we are going to discuss something about nystagmus. I will show you the patient who is having central nystagmus, and after that a little bit of theory to clinically classify the nystagmus, be it physiological or pathological, and among pathological whether it is peripheral nystagmus or a central nystagmus. Thank you.
So, nystagmus, it is defined as rhythmic oscillations of the eyes. It can be physiological or pathological. In physiological, it can be either vestibular or optokinetic. Pathological nystagmus is broadly classified into central or peripheral depending upon the cause. Now, to simplify this thing, I have shown a trick that central nystagmus, assume it to be the HOD of the department, and peripheral nystagmus to be the JRs. Under what parameters we have to see for the nystagmus are these. Assume a patient walking into your OPD with nystagmus. How to approach the patient? The first thing which you will look is, just without touching the patient, just by observing, we can tell what is the primary gaze, what nature of the nystagmus is, whether it is pure vertical or mixed vertical torsional, it is conjugate or not conjugate, and head impulse is present or not present. Now assume that the HOD of the department or the JR of the department, just by looking, can make the work done. He is the HOD. So in the central cause, the peripheral gaze, the primary gaze nystagmus will be present. When the HOD is there, everything goes streamlined, it becomes pure. So in pure vertical or pure horizontal we will get in central, and mixed we will get in peripheral cause. Now if the HOD looks right or left, the entire department works according to his, and in synchrony. What I mean to say is the nystagmus due to the central cause will be conjugate, but in the peripheral it won't be conjugate. And assume who will have the head impulse, the JR or the HOD? It will be JR. So in the peripheral nystagmus, the head impulse will be present. Now, by examining the patient further, we will look that before that, assume that any incident happens in the ward, what will be the reaction of the JR first? The JR will go away from this spot, and slowly the guards will come towards this spot. What I mean to say is, in peripheral nystagmus, the fast phase is away from the lesion, and the slow part of the nystagmus is towards the lesion. Going further, other parameters which we have to look into are fixation, direction of the nystagmus, and associated symptoms. Fixation, who can fix and make the work done? He is the HOD. So the central cause will have fixation nystagmus. When you will ask the patient to fixate on a particular target, then also the nystagmus will be present, but in peripheral it will be absent. Direction, as I said previously, in the central cause the nystagmus will change with the direction, but in peripheral it won't happen. Associated symptoms are quite simple. In central we can get symptoms like dysphagia, dysarthria, if it is the involvement due to the medullary syndrome or a element type of lesion, but in peripheral it will be earache. It will be associated conditions like earache.